Mulishani Bonte McQuai, how are you all? My name is Kay, and welcome back to Breaker Mode Experiences of a Black PCV. First and foremost, I want to say thank you to all of my supporters and my growing audience for continuing to support me and motivate me, especially when I have not been loyal to uploading to YouTube. I thought that I wasn't going to need to take another break, but I was forced into one due to, the demands of my job of being a primary and secondary teacher, Kafundisha Sungu, for grades 5, 6, and 8. Term 2 was a bit unpredictable. That's when I started realizing what it really takes to be a TEFL educator, along with actually building a personal life here in Zambia. But I am grateful for my ups and my downs. I always thank God for my blessings and my burdens. But I am so happy to be back online, y'all. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. Oh Lord, man, I'm not gonna lie. I was not excited about coming back to school for term 3. I felt like the break was too small because I took a big hit in term 2. Term 2, I really feel like that's when I started, really like spreading my wings and learning what it takes to actually be a TEFL educator. I felt like that's when I started getting really comfortable being in my community, and that's when I started realizing that some of my boundaries were being crossed. Girl, I said, girl, I'm so sorry. Like, there was a moment when my trash was being rummaged through. I felt like somebody had took my tomatoes off my tomato plant. I didn't even realize I can get so mad behind some tomatoes. But I feel like approaching that year is when you really start, feeling out who you are within a country, like within your country of service, like feeling out who you want to be, in terms of your service, what type of teacher you want to be. In my case, I can't believe that it's been a year since I've seen my mom, my dad, my brothers and sisters, my best friend. Can't believe it's been a year since I've been on American soil. I can't believe it's been a year since I've tasted my father's cooking, just been in familiar territory. I just can't believe it. And now, honestly, thinking about home gives me anxiety because I'm like, am I going to be normal? Well, normal? Am I going to be acclimated? Am I going to have to reacclimate it to my surroundings? Well, duh, but it's just like, how much anxiety am I going to have just being back home? How much am I going to miss Zambia? And so, yeah, it's just something to think about. Term two. Let's go back to term 2 because the last time I made my video, I was in term 2, and this is right before I took a really big hit, because in term 2 as a red volunteer, that's when you really start gaining your footing and who you want to be and how you want your project, what direction you want your project to turn into. And the burden of comparison will really get to you throughout projects and your volunteership, especially in the Peace Corps, because you're going to have friends who have, or you're going to have peers or other volunteers who are going to have really good counterparts who really help them interact with the community, and so that gets projects jumping. And then you're going to have volunteers who are doing other second-hand projects that are going to get to jumping, and then you're going to have volunteers as myself who are having that slow start, but slowly but surely getting there. But we have to count our blessings, and our burdens. Be grateful for both, because they shape and mold who we are. They break or mold who we are, and that is something that I had to realize, especially from starting from ground zero. I have to take into account that I am first gen. I also have to take into account that I have never truly stepped foot inside of a classroom prior to being in Zambia. I have some form of teaching underneath my belt, but not formal. And so, yeah. Um, I'm just really grateful that I'm here and that I have learned to adapt, and I am continuing to learn to adapt, and I'm learning to become the woman that I desire, the teacher that I desire, that I am able to, like catch on more in terms of like how to teach my multi proficient leveled classes, how I'm able to deal with how I'm able to like adjust. I don't want to say deal because deal sounds so negative. How I have learned to adjust to teaching at a school that can barely afford chalk or can barely afford like the basic resources such as printer paper, or the printer's always down. I knew that coming in I was going to have some hardships, but you don't know what you're not prepared for until you're in that situation. And that is one thing that Peace Corps has truly taught me, that I don't know what I don't know until I'm in that situation and I'm like, shit, I don't know. But I'm grateful. Oh, there's so much that I want to say and that I can say. It feels so good to be back online, and I am so happy for all the love and the support that I've been getting from my friends and from my family, and for just beautiful strangers about saying that my vlogs have helped them and getting them ready for their volunteerships, even if it's not through Peace Corps. I am just so happy for that, and I'm just ready to be honest and open about any and everything. So what, I want you all to help me. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please like slide in my DMs. When I say slide in my DMs with questions, not proposals. Slide in my DMs. You can follow me on Instagram underscore the melanated misunderstood. I can't talk. Underscore the melanated misunderstood. I will definitely get back to you if you have any questions, comments, concerns. If you message me on YouTube, sometimes I'm really not on like that form of internet. Like I don't really get on YouTube that much. That's why I haven't been uploading that much, but I upload to Instagram all the time. So thank you so much for your love and support. Nato Telasana. Ciao.